What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends, and we have been kind of away for a little bit. Haven't really been putting out too many videos lately. Just been busy with real life stuff, and also just not much going on in Raid right now. After Iron Twins came out with Awakening, there really hasn't been much to make content about, especially where I'm at in the game. Just really haven't been interested in doing too much in terms of making content for the game recently. But figured I'd come back this week, make a couple videos, do a couple of these Clan Quest series. We got a couple of fun ones this week. We've kind of been scaling back our playtime in the game. I've actually dropped into a less competitive clan cluster within Claw, because I gotta be honest, I just was getting kind of tired of playing the game anymore and just having to play it so much, having to be so competitive for clan versus clan, and they were wanting us to try to hit Nightmare Hydra and put all our keys into it, so we were missing out on lower chests to try to get one chest. So just, I don't know, there was a lot of stuff going on. I just said, you know what, I don't want Raid to be a job anymore. I just want to play the game and enjoy it. So both my accounts now are in pretty casual clans. You can see here, this CVC, we're losing pretty good here, but we don't care. I've still done a pretty decent amount here. Normally I'd put up 300 to 400,000, but now we're just kind of in a mode where we just play the game and do what we want, so it's kind of cool. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump in tonight. We got some clan quests we're gonna take a look at. I grabbed a couple this week. I like to do these with the different factions because it's kind of fun to make content on these and use some champions I don't often use. So we're gonna do Dragon's Lair with Demonspawn, and then we're gonna do Fire Knight with Lizardmen. That'll be the second video. Tonight's video we're gonna do Dragon Lair with Demonspawn faction 10 times. Dragon's usually one of the easier ones, so it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Let's just go ahead and real quick, I'm going to jump into my factions and see exactly who I have in the Demonspawn. You can see here we got all our fusion rares, so we're doing pretty good on that. I actually may do a video on this champion because I think she's actually really good for Fire Knight, especially if you're like an earlier mid-game account that has trouble with Fire Knight. I think she's got a really good kit for that, so we may visit that at some point. Especially on my other account that I'm doing where we're trying to get Arbiter really quick. Actually finally did pull a Fennex, so I'm really excited about building him finally. But let's see, where are our Demonspawn? Somewhere in here. There we go. Alright, so we got to figure out what we're going to run on Dragon 20. Probably use Drexthar. We did pick up a nice blessing on him, so we were able to get Brimstone, which is kind of cool. I'm trying to think, maybe we'll use Sissia for some wave clear. The only problem with Sissia is we'd have to custom tune the AI so that she's not using her detonation first, because for some reason they designed her, she's really bad with her AI where she puts out the detonation before she puts out the HP burn. I don't really have a whole lot of heavy hitters in this faction. That's one of the things I'm kind of worried about. Did we build out? Okay, we have built out Infernal Baroness, so we could use her for waves. She's kind of in a ragtag setup of gear. Let me see if I finished out her masteries. We did, okay. So we've got some interesting options. We've got Allure for the turn meter, and we've got one in a stun set. We got one in Savage gear, just to have a little bit of fun there. So we've definitely got some cool champs we can use for this. So let's see what we can do here and what kind of time we can come up with for on Dragon 20. I don't think we're going to have much of a problem taking it down, but I could be wrong. We'll find out. Let's go over here. I know we got a Fire Knight tournament going on right now, but I've already farmed that up to get the rare. So let's jump in here. Of course, we're going to get rid of our preset team here. And then let's go by faction. And let's look for the Demonspawn. I'm trying to remember who in this faction actually has good poison damage, but I don't think I have anybody. And I don't know if I actually put gear on my Urdicata or not. And she's also negative affinity here, so yeah, it doesn't look like she's got any gear on her right now. She's got a little bit, but probably missing some pieces. So we're probably just going to have to go for straight up, I guess, just raw damage here. So let's bring in Infernal Baroness. She'll help out with the waves. I wonder if my Excruciator has gear. Another champion I've been meaning to mess around with. Oh, it looks like we do. 6,300 attack. Boy, she is a glass cannon. She takes a single hit, she is going to be dead to defense and HP. And again, the thing we have to worry about on Dragon when we're doing these things is those waves has got the Horden in him, and he'll just come out of nowhere and just absolutely destroy your guys. So let's see here. We got Drex. We're going to definitely bring him in here. And Neathway we could probably use for the waves too. He's kind of fun. And let's see. Padma's got the attack down, which we could probably make use of on the Dragon. And I'm trying to see who else we would bring in here just to... Soul Drinker, I think, is built for my Gaius Bomb team. I'd like to bring in Sissia. I just don't like the way that she does her non-AI attack, and I don't really want to set up a preset team for this. So let's just see how this works. See how this goes. We only have to do it 10 times, so it's not too bad. So see, she uses that Weaken as her first opening attack, which really is kind of unfortunate. And then she does the HP burn. So everybody's provoked though, which is pretty good. We got a block revive up there. There she does the Weaken. Okay. So far, so good. Not bad on the first wave. Okay, we got that decrease attack out, which is good. Okay, that's the other thing too. Like, Infernal Baroness uses that stupid veil when her AI is not turned off. That's like the worst part of her kit. That's why she was so bad prior to the AI instructions. I used to really like her as a champion because she has the AoE A1 and A2. But then she's got that veil where she'll just randomly throw that on somebody instead of finishing off a wave with her AoE. So the nice thing is when you get the AI presets, you can actually go in and turn that off so she doesn't even use it, because it's really not that helpful for her kit. Unless you're using like Hydra, you might want to have that up in case Torment's out there, but for the most part, it's kind of a useless ability for her to have. You really just want her throwing out those AoE attacks. So let's see how they do on the Dragon. About a minute to get to him is not bad. If we can get this around 2 minutes, it actually will be a halfway decent time. And I just don't know if we have enough damage here to get out of his Scorch. That's going to be the big problem here. Because we aren't bringing in the poison. We don't have any poison. So it's going to be a little tough. It's going to be important to get the attack down out. We do have the Brimstone up on him, which is nice. We got the decreased attack. You know, HP burn is useful on the Dragon. It's not quite as good as poison, but it can help out a little bit. See, yeah, when she nukes the HP burn, it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, our damage is really just not good. Okay, we managed to get through it that time. We got Brimstone out again, that's good. And thankfully we've got Force and Void here, so we're really not too worried about getting hit with too much damage. Looks like we will get this down. As long as we don't take too many hard hits here. Okay, we got Leech too, that's nice. It's getting a little tight here. We got some people that are low on HP. Alright, there we go, 246. Not too bad at all. We're going to sell this gear piece. And let us see if there's anybody else we might want to try in this faction here. I don't really think Morty is going to do much for us here. And again, I'm just trying to remember. I don't think he doesn't have the poison. Decreased defense would be nice, but it's actually, you know what, Allure might be kind of interesting to bring in for that, because she does have, she's got the decreased defense here on Temptation. I just don't remember which Allure is my Savage Allure. Might be this one. I think they're both built to 100% crit. I'm trying to think who I'd bring her in for. Let's actually bring her in for Sissia and see what happens. I want to say it might be Allure number 2. 3314. I mean, they're both good enough accuracy. So let's just try. but we will take a look. So we got that decreased defense out, which is nice now. Should help everybody hit a little bit harder. Let's see, that's the problem. If these guys get any attacks off, they can do a pretty good amount of damage. But yeah, we don't have to really... Drexstar is built pretty strong, so we don't really have to worry about him. Also want to see if I can get Neathway's Blessing to proc. He's got that Reaper one where he summons the Reaper out. I have yet to see it actually work. Oh, there we go. All I have to do is say it. See, there we go. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, we're definitely looking at a slower time here, it feels like. I think we got to the dragon within a minute last time. But I just wanted to see if this would help out bringing in a lure with that decreased defense. See if Horden gets an attack off here, we could be in trouble. And of course, turn meter doesn't really help against the dragon. It's immune to turn meter control, so... Oh, we got the Reaper to come out twice. There we go. Nice to see. That was just kind of a fun little blessing to use on Neathway. Give him a little bit of extra attack. And then let him get that cool Reaper animation when it does come out. Alright, minute 38. That's a little on the slow side, but we're to the dragon. And we will see what we can do here. We don't have the HP burn, though, this time from Sissia, so this may be a little difficult. At least we got Drex to get it out there for us, but again, it's going to be getting through the Scorch. And this actually may be, I was just thinking about this, Drexstar might be able to solo this once he gets to the boss, because he is built pretty sturdy, and he's got the ability to self-heal there with his gear, so he might be able to do this by himself if everybody gets knocked down. But that won't make for a very efficient time. So we lose a lure there, which really I don't think is going to make much of a difference. We didn't get the decreased defense out of her, and she's not really someone that hits hard, and her turn meter is really not useful at all on the dragon. We got a Brimstone hit there that really helped out. I don't know why he got that off, because we had him out of the purple, so that's really weird. Bit of a glitch. Good job, Plarium. So we may lose a couple people here. It doesn't look like Neathway's healing. This is a very glitchy run for some reason. But with attack down up, we probably can clear this through with Drexstar. So there we go. Again, he's still in that stance. He didn't come down, but we did get it again. Okay, 302, a little bit slower. We'll probably go back to the Sissia team before we continue on. But there you go, guys. That's our Demonspawn against the dragon. And we can go in here. I can show you guys the gear we're working with on these guys here. Nothing special. I don't really think too many of these are built all that amazingly. I do have Neathway in the Savage gear. Take a look at his stats. He is getting 500 attack from the Blessing, which is one of the reasons I kind of put that on him, to get him up there about that 6,000. Still got to work on his crit rate and crit damage, obviously, but pretty cool champion. We run him on Ice Golem a lot when we do the Block Revive challenge. We got Drexstar here, Perception and Immortal gear, just to give him a little bit of extra healing. Take a look at his stats there, 4,500 defense, about 50k HP, makes him pretty tanky. Got Padma, really great champion here for a lot of good areas in the game. She's defensive based as well, so we got her at 3,500, 43,000 HP, but she's fast to be used against the Eternal Dragon and Hard Doom Tower. That's why she's so fast there, and her accuracy is up there pretty good. Make sure she's landing that attack down on that Eternal Dragon. Infernal Baroness, need better gear on her, obviously, but she's kind of a cool champion now, especially since you can turn off this Perfect Veil, you know, when you're using her on your preset teams. We've got our Allure here. We did use the wrong one. We used the stun set one, of course. And again, she's nothing crazy, just kind of built for all-purpose use in some areas here. And then we got Sissia. This is actually not the Sissia I wanted to use, I don't think. I've got one of my Sissias in Relentless gear, so I thought that's the one I had, but this is the one I must use for Spider 25. I think. I don't know. That's weird. I've got two Sissias. I built one for Hydra and one's for Spider 25. I thought she was in Relentless gear, but maybe I did put her in Reflex instead. Who knows? I get confused sometimes. So there we go. But those are the champions that we're using there. And then if you guys want to see the Great Hall, here we are. We're working on getting everything maxed out. Coming along pretty nicely there. So you can kind of see where we're getting some of those extra stat bonuses. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'll do my best to get you an answer as soon as I can. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.